Do you remember that earlier we talked about the expression of the eyebrows and the eyes, which is very important? Now, we will look at the nose and the mouth, which are just as relevant. The nose, for example, can it help in communication? Of course. Imagine you taste a snack and it turns out to be bitter. The nose expresses that sensation. Or, if you see something unpleasant, the nose reflects it too, and the other person can understand. Even if you want to indicate a smell, something physical, or point out that something is there, I can rely on the nose. In many ways, the nose contributes to communication. And what about the mouth? Can it help as well? In different countries, cultures vary. Some say you must always articulate. The signs must always be accompanied by mouth movements. Others, on the other hand, say you should never articulate. So, who is right? In reality, neither side completely. We shouldn't be dogmatic. What matters is taking useful element from both approaches. There is no strict rule. We need to observe different cultures and evaluate. For example, here in Albania, mouth articulation is essential. Take the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But if you look closely, Tuesday and Wednesday are signed the same. So, if you invite a friends and only use the sign, they won't know whether you mean Tuesday or Wednesday. In this case, articulation is key by saying e Marte or e Mercure. The person clearly understands which day you mean. If we don't articulate, they won't know which day we're referring to. You must articulate. The same happens with names. If I say Felipe or Gustavo, my mouth articulates the name, which can make communication clearer. Now then, does this mean I should always articulate when signing? Not necessarily. Each person can decide, but we shouldn't impose rigid rules. Let's see some examples. When I mention a name like Felipe, articulation helps. But if I'm a teacher working with young children and I say there are small animals, a vogel in Albanian, or large animals, emrave in Albanian, the children can see my articulation and understand. That's one case. In another case, I can say, imagine a big animal, and my facial expression show its size. Or I say, a tiny little animal, and my mouth reflects that. Here, I didn't articulate. I just used a natural expression to show dimension. So, the mouth helps me express myself better. Each person can decide whether they prefer articulation or natural mouth expression. As we've seen, the expression of the mouth is, in itself, a powerful communicative resource.